Hello, ladies. Yeah, I'm back. Um, Before I put the camera into the holder, I thought I'd show you what I have done in the week that I have been away from YouTube. Uh, I'll do some minimal explaining uh, in a bit. I have finished the whole bottom half of the cat bookshelf, and you can see as we go along, there is Milo, Pearl, Reba, and Gizmo. And the rest are finished down here with what it came with. I also noticed that once I rolled this down, uh, looking closer at the painting, that there are, this one is blank, and this one is blank. I have two other cats that I thought should be there, and one of them I think Sheena will be here, and my daughter's precious cat Carmela will be here. Then everything else will remain the same. I found it enjoyable and pretty easy to put in the names. It wasn't as hard as I thought it was going to be. I think the hardest part is when I start doing this kitty, because there's a lot of black. The black and the other symbol are very close together. It is, if you can see it. Let me see if I can get you close enough. I have to find them. I have to get you in the light. Okay. Here are those symbols that look like a black with a line. And then right there is black. And this is not black. But when you're moving along on the black and you're just bebopping along, boom, you make a mistake. And that's what I did with the black cat down there, that I had to keep pulling drills out and hoping I've got them replaced to where they, or got them placed where they should be. So let me try and get this in the holder, and hopefully everything will stay semi-straight. And I'll do just a minimal whip and chat, and we'll go from there. So let's see how this is going to work. If I can get you in here and get you lined up, and let's see what happens. See, I move, it moves. I've got you attached to my drafting table, or I call it my diamond painting table. And let's see if you can see. I hope so. You'll have to excuse the wiggle here, folks. Everything is probably going to turn cockeyed on me. Wish I had a little more of a swivel on this, but I think you can see me. Right now I'm just putting in some ABs, the number ones, which is 101 in blue. It's the real shinies, the real nice ABs. And I am doing them with tweezers because I'm tired of refilling wax and leaving wax residue on the drills. And then I'm constantly cleaning my drills. When I am done, if I think there's any wax on them or any glue or anything like that, even on the regular drills, I use unscented baby wipes that I got at Dollar Tree. And I wipe my painting down every couple days until I'm finished, and then I'll wipe it completely down. And that takes any residues off, anything. And it, so far, I've done it on all the paintings I have, and it's not harmed it at all. I just, lightly wipe it, just to get any film off. Okay. I stayed away from YouTube for a while. Whether I say it or not say it, it's the truth. I had and I still do have a small medical issue. I thought it was shingles. It's not. The doctor said it's some kind of fungal, a virus thing or something that I only have on near my right shoulder blade, and I am just on fire there, itching. It's driving me crazy. And she said that I could have got it from my puppy, because when he goes outside, he could have rubbed against something that was out there in the weeds, or I could be allergic to something that's there. She doesn't know. She gave me some cream to use, and I've been using it. It works and it doesn't work. That's all I can say. I came back to, because I enjoy watching other people diamond paint. And whether anybody out there enjoys me diamond painting or not, I don't care. I'm doing it because I enjoy it. It's a record. When I'm no longer around, whether my daughter cares, or my son, or my nieces, they can always say, someone will say, well, gee, I don't remember what that person looked like, or I don't remember what she even sounded like anymore. They can go to YouTube as long as it's there, and they can watch, they can listen. If I talk about things that happened in the past, there's the tape, the history, the whatever. So it's something that they can, enjoy if they want to. And the younger generation, it's almost like that's their record anyway. That's how they keep, uh, like a video diary, So I figure this is as close as I can get to it. And as long as YouTube's there, and as long as it's free, it'll be there for any of them to watch. I don't know how long all the rest of this is going to take me to do. I suspect it's already coming to the end of June. And I forgot to tell you what time it is. I'm sorry. It is 11 p.m. on Sunday night. The the 25th of June at 11 p.m. And yes, I'll probably be diamond painting throughout the night. I'm having a hard time sleeping with the itch. And it's I stitch, I diamond paint a little, itch, diamond paint a little, itch. And then when I try to lay down to sleep, which I sleep on my back, that's a killer. Big time. But I'm hoping to get this done by at least maybe mid-June, or July, I mean. And I think after that, I'm going to do a little gnome, or, something out of my 12-pack probably one of the July ones, and if I have enough time, also do one of the August ones. I'm not sure. It depends on what I feel like. I know in November and December, I'd like to start my festive fireplace. I have been threatening to do it all year, and I haven't got to it. Too many other things got in the way. So I want to do this. I want to, get to it. And I know it's going to take me at least a couple months, if not longer, because of the confetti and the size of the painting. Oh, so as far as through this week, nothing has been happening, really. Just been dealing with cream on my back twice a day and showering and trying to put cool cloths and stuff on my back to take away that burning sensation. And I also even went out today, and for the first time in at least a year, I mowed my own grass. I didn't think I could do it because I know when I was heavier, it was painful on my back to mow grass, and I was always paying somebody else to do it. This time I wanted, somebody else to do it, and I said, you can use my mower, my gas that's in there, and I'll pay you a few bucks just to mow it. I don't have a big yard. I was not going to pay these idiots around here $50 to mow a small patch of grass that would have taken them maybe 15 minutes. If that, I don't have that big of a area. So I said, you know what? I am poor. I don't have that kind of money, and I'll be darned if I'm going to, shell out for that. I could, if I had $50, I'd buy me a bunch of diamond paintings. So I went out. I had just enough gas in my mower. I started it, and in about 15 minutes, I was done with my side yard, my bigger side yard, and my smaller section in front of my car. I can't believe that I did it, and I'm not in pain. My back doesn't hurt. Nothing. So, and I figured, hey, I got my exercise for the day and burned off whatever calories I took in. So that was great. It was very, very, well, I did it at about 9 o'clock this morning because I'm telling you, it got hot here. Within about an hour after that, it hit in the mid to high 80s. And it was awful. It was. I'm hoping you can see me on this. It looks like you can. It was nasty out there. So thank goodness, I'll tell you, thank goodness for air conditioning. As I came in here, nice air conditioning, and that helped out tremendously. So what has everybody else been doing? I mean, I have kept up with y'all's videos. I've watched all your videos, and that kind of what drew me back. Missed you, Granny. Or Linda, whatever you want me to call you. Missed you. Hoya, I watched yours. That's a cute Disney. Saw yours, Chef Diamond. I wouldn't try to wear too many glasses at the same time. That's a killer. Crafting with V. Watching your unboxings. unbaggings, whatever they want to call them with Temu. Let's see who else said Keeling. I saw yours. Becky, I haven't seen you in a while. I hope everything's okay on your end. Unless I didn't get notified and missed it. I don't know. And hello, Mary. I know you're out there watching and you're listening. And I have not forgotten about you. And please do comment. I will try and reinstate my other videos. And you asked, you made a statement you didn't know I had a puppy. Well, if I reinstate my videos, you go back to the very first one. I think I have 50 videos. This will be 51. And if you go back to the very beginning, it's in a short. You'll see him. You'll see the puppy. You'll see Liam's first puppy box. What else? Like I said, not a whole lot. I haven't been doing much anything else. I need to take a day, and I've got some cupboards I have to clean out. I figured there's some things that I haven't used or even seen in a year, and that's what I was always told. If you ever listened to Irma Bombeck, read her books, like Life is a Bowl of Cherries, and, how to clean house, different steps, the easy ways, things like that. If you haven't used it or seen it or touched it in a year, then apparently you didn't need it. Get rid of it. It's taking up space. It's something you have to clean. Get rid of it. Make room for something that you do need or want. It's not worth having around. And I'll be darned that, when I'm no longer around, I would hate for my daughter to have to go through my mess. She's got enough mess of her own. She doesn't need mine. So you make it easier and more convenient for others. I had already gotten rid of clothes because since I had lost all the weight, nothing fits me anymore. I've still kept a few things because I wear them around the house, and who cares how big they are? Nobody sees them but me, so that doesn't matter. As far as the rest of my health-wise, I'm doing good. Still on my lifestyle, the way I eat. Same old, same old. I think I had already mentioned that I just about hit my weight goal. So, if I lose a little more, that's fine. Doctor said if I want to maintain a specific weight, just eat a little more protein and, do a little walking, and that should keep me right, at the level I want to be. Because you want the protein to, help with your muscles so that those don't deteriorate. So it's been too hot to walk. There's plenty of videos on YouTube for us elderly, if there's any out there watching, that you can do your little exercise in the house from a chair, from the couch, from wherever. And they work, because in the beginning, that's what I did. I couldn't go outside and walk. My back was hurting too bad. My legs were so painful, I could hardly move. And that's what I did. I brought a chair in. I watched a 15-minute video and exercised with them. right from a chair because that's what it was for. And it was easy. So, trying to think if anything else has been going on. It's gone a week and my life is still just as boring as it was before. Nothing has changed. Nothing at all. I have more than enough diamond paintings that I started in January of this year, 2023, 6 months, and I have enough diamond paintings that if I just strictly did those and nothing else, the small ones, the big ones, and I spend a lot of time diamond painting because I have nothing else to do. But if I just worked on those, it would take me at least 3 years, 2 to 3 years to go through all of them and be on a complete no buy. And I think that's a good thing, a no buy list. Because I mean, there's a couple. There's a couple that I like, not expensive ones. I like those. If I could, I'm not going to spend $65 for 12 paintings. And I've checked different dealers on it: Amazon, GBFKE, AliExpress. I've checked those. They are the monthly cups, and those get me every time. When it's a monthly thing, it's like, oh, I'd like to have all 12, and they're the dessert cups, the 12 dessert cups. Well, if you get them on AliExpress, it comes to about $62, plus you got whatever shipping and tax and everything else. And if you get them on Amazon, they're even more. It would cost you over $100 because they're like $12 a piece. Then if you go to GBKFE, they are like $6 a piece, or no, either 4 or 5 something a piece. But there's 12 of them, and nobody's going to sit there and just order 1 or 2 and then pay for that shipping and then wait a bit and then do it again and pay for more shipping each time. You want to get them all. Well, forget it. I'm not spending over $100 on those either. So I guess those are on my no list. So, but I like them. I would love to have them, but it's a no. Too expensive. And if I'm going to spend $100, I'd rather spend $100 on something that will take me even longer. I like the cups, but not enough to spend that kind of money on, they're just 12 by 12s. They're not huge. So, well, I guess I've been on here long enough. I'll probably have to check this video because I think it's going to be upside down until I turn it. And I have that program on my phone, so it takes like seconds to reverse it, and then I can load it. So let's see what happens with this one. I wish you all well. I hope Monday starts out, the new week starts out good for everyone. Not sure what my video scheduling will be. It just depends on how I feel that day, and I'm starting to itch again. I'm sorry. Oh my gosh. I will get back with y'all in another day or two, or if you have any questions, you can put them in the comments. Good, bad, or indifferent. Makes no difference. Enjoy your coming week. Hope it's good weather. And y'all have a good night. Everybody will probably see this in the morning, maybe. I doubt if you'll see it when I recorded it. So have a good day, and I will try and chat with you all later. Hugs, loves from Ohio, Diamond Painting, Crazy Lady. I'm out.